have room to go on the inside.
So it is SoftBank Team Japan who makes the turn first as we come up on leg number 4 with 1 leg to go.
Again, if the regatta finished right now, the Americans would be first, Japan in second. The French would have moved up to third right now, but it's changing so dramatically on the race course. It depends who gets around ahead between Groupama and BAR.
And it's BAR that's going to make the turn first. The French coming in view, and just off their right-hand side, it's Emirates Team New Zealand.
Emirates Team New Zealand's got themselves right back into the mix, but that big disaster off the starting line obviously has put them well behind. Oh, that mark is so close to the boundary. Did the Kiwis come close enough to the... Did they actually go outside the boundary?
Well, you talked about with this 9 leg to start things off and then down to 5. It's all about boat handling.
And they're tired. You know, this is fun. It looks really hard, and trust me, it's harder. SoftBank, Oracle, there's positions changing so fast in the race course. Ainsley might have gone out of bounds in order to dip.
Well, we're hearing from Regatta Director Ian Murray that because the boundary was so close to the marks that they're going to wave off the boundary on there. But I don't think that's the case for Ben Ainsley Racing on that dip. They clearly went out of the boundary. And there you see the blue lights coming on and a penalty on them as well as Japan.
Look at how tight this is. I'll tell you what, Emirates is not out of the woods here. I mean, they are right back in the fray. This is anybody's regatta with less than half a leg to go. Ainsley has a penalty, or he would be leading the race right now. He has the protection of the boundary on a port starboard situation, but he has to go slow enough to allow distance to be gained between him and the other boats. That's how he shakes his penalty.
And there's just no wind right now, so everyone's slowing down. That's going to benefit Emirates Team New Zealand. A team that was mired in 6th place is now back in the mix.
I'll tell you, there's breeze out in the middle of the race course right now. There's a little breeze.
Stand by, Joe. Yeah, little trim, Joe.
All right.
Japan is back in the lead. America sits in 2nd place. Great Britain in 3rd.
Who gets the next puff? And I'll tell you what, Emirates Team New Zealand is in a really fascinating place up there. If the next puff comes from the top of the screen or the right side of the race course, they could slingshot around everybody. It looks like there's wind. It looks like there's wind out there. They're begging for it to come to Emirates Team New Zealand.
And a penalty. SoftBank Team Japan crosses out into the boundary.
And they're getting across because the race course is skewed 90 degrees to the current. The current is actually taking these guys out into the boundary. They just don't realize it's happening. And
here
there
goes
Emirates Team New Zealand with that breeze in the middle of the race course.
Emirates Team New Zealand catches a break. And look at this. The team that was hooked on a round marker now finds himself in 1st place, traveling in excess of 17 knots.
Oh my goodness.
Are you kidding me? At gate number 1, they are hooked dead in the water, and here they are at 20 knots now, speeding away from the fleet.
They got themselves a little distance from the rest of the group. That we saw that dark puff coming from the other side of the race course. These guys are about to win the regatta.
Emirates Team New Zealand from dead last and now just meters away from winning not only this race but the entire regatta here in New York City.
All right, New York. Was that exciting enough?
Oracle Team USA comes into view in 2nd place, but it is not going to be enough. At the line, Emirates Team New Zealand, your winner of the race and winner of the regatta here on the Hudson. What a change of fortune for the Kiwis, and the Americans just look and say, what could have been Lady Luck not on their side, as the defenders of the America's Cup grab 2nd place and the rest of the fleet comes home.
Nice one, Langer. Good comment. Nice choice.
Emirates Team New Zealand, an improbable comeback from last to first, and this wasn't even the long course, kid. This was 5 legs, and they really did all their work on that 4th out of 5 legs.
That's sailboat racing, folks. I mean, you just rarely see conditions like this. It's more like college-style racing in between these buildings.
Let's look at it one more time. Really, things changed on leg. Emirates Team New Zealand wins it. 11 minutes in total, 19 seconds better than Jimmy Spithill and Oracle Team USA. Dean Barker, SoftBank Team Japan come in for 3rd. The French, the British, and unfortunately for Nathan Outteridge, race number 1 was not a sign of things to come. There's the score of the day. They were consistent. Emirates Team New Zealand pick up a third, but the big blow coming in the 3rd race is they get a 1st place.